Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Charlotte, episode 8. What happened last time?
Last time, the show took a turn that we did not expect. It's not often you see an anime where the main character, in like a high school superhero anime, where he just
Goes off the fucking deep end.
That was bad.
Mori was following him the whole time and waited for the perfect moment. Watching him nearly permanently maim and mutilate people for weeks? Months? I don't know how long. I imagine it was at least weeks. Because, like, that was a serious transformation to happen in, like, 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. She was there the entire time. And Ayumi is dead, or we predict captured by the scientists. But we're gonna see what happens this episode. Last episode was insane, but we're back at the student council. Although Ayumi isn't there, and Yu is probably permanently changed by what's going on. So We'll see what happens this episode of Charlotte. Hope you guys like the video. Hope you subscribe. It really helps out when you subscribe and like on these videos, and leave a comment. Engagement like that really helps us out. We also hope you check out our Patreon, where you can get a week ahead on this show and many others. Hope you guys enjoy. This is not a market substitute to Charlotte. We are not providing you a free copy. We provide reference footage in these videos to allow people to follow along with our reaction and our review, because that is the main content we are providing. This is not a substitute. Go support the official release we're watching on Crunchyroll. Hope you guys enjoyed our reaction and review to Charlotte, episode 8. Getting right into this. Let's go. Yeah, Ayumi is featured, like, alongside Tamori's brother, like, multiple times throughout the opening. Now that I'm seeing a lot more association there. Oh, because he's so handsome.
Oh no. A cat?
Number 1.
Ooh. What are those?
Were those tickets?
Yeah, maybe. That's what I think, but I don't know.
Like season pass tickets?
Ooh. Everyone is just obsessed with her.
After scarfing it all down.
I guess they'll start by watching the video.
Look at her. She's like, is this in their classroom? Okay. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
See some real music in this.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like it's obvious who she should bring.
Eucerin?
No. You.
You, the guy who actually likes them. How about the one guy? She obviously knows that she wants to take him. Wait, did that actually just happen? Like, seriously, did that actually just happen?
Oh, did
she actually just leave?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think
Jesus.
so. I hope not.
What if they bring it back and like, no, yeah, she actually just lost her power right there and her sister moved on. Fuck. It's her. She's blind? It's the fucking singer. He recognizes her voice. Wait. No. I was gonna say, would his power work on her? Because she's blind, but you don't have to look them in the eyes. Oolong tea. Oh. He normally just orders tea because she makes him food. She looks really cool. What is this? Server. Oh yeah, he would know. Does she have a power about like reading emotions?
Hmm.
She's got like true sight. I mean, maybe she's just empathetic, but... Mm.
I hope she...
I really hope that she gets to see her.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the only time we're gonna see her get like super intense.
I want this to actually happen. I'm
I
scared
do-
it's
oh
not
my
gonna
God.
happen.
Come to my house. Why? What? It wouldn't be interesting to like get their opinions at the very least, even if you're not like starstruck. Maybe it's like too painful. It would be too painful because her brother was such a huge fan. Was he crying? Yeah. Fuck. That must be like the worst part of that type of shit, is those habits. It's like no matter how much you grieve or try to move on. Classic fucking foreigner coming to Japan and just freaking out over every like shitty little stand.
That'd be you, don't even lie.
It would be me. No, it's just a classic thing. It's just funny. It would be me though. Ooh. I've never thought about life in my life. That's a rough feeling. What the fuck is she talking about? Are you fucking... Where is she? What is she doing all day? Like, where is she? Is she in the same place they were? I mean, if she wanted to follow them, she would only have to be invisible to him. God damn. How many feather fucking duvets are you gonna give this man? I have no idea what's gonna fucking happen right now.
Me either.
I have zero clue.
You gonna sing?
Whoa. Come on. Well, she's not going to be singing to him every day. We haven't seen her face in all these interactions. That was a huge hint right there at the end. What a great uplifting episode after the shitstorm that was last week.
Last week? That was like literally yesterday.
I guess. We watched it yesterday, but I mean like...
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like how they released these, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That was a huge tonal shift. And they handled it really well. They didn't go too far in the other direction, which I'm glad of. Like, it was uplifting, but it still moved the plot forward. Or moved,
and it was like
the
a little bit
forward.
sad. Like,
yeah.
it wasn't just like, oh, everything's better. It's like, oh, he meets the blind singer who's had like a rough past and like has a lot of regrets and like can clearly tell that he's lost someone dear to him and that he like presumably like how she said just based on the way he's breathing and like the way he's saying things and whatever changes in what she can hear of what he's doing.
Yeah.
And she's not just like super happy. You know what I mean? It would I guess it would be if they had taken it too far, she would have just been like Yusa or whatever and been like, hooray, now we're all rainbows. And then like the brother would be like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't just be like, oh, it's a miracle now. It was like this really cool thing happened. And it's a miracle in its own way, but it's not like
the problem's not solved. It's just a step forward in the right direction. It made a huge impact, but it didn't completely solve all of his
Yeah.
problems or hers or whatever. And it's crazy that she had like pretty much lost hope. I mean, we kind of knew that based on like how in episode 2 when we first saw her brother, and the way that she would talk about him was like different than like everything else, because often when she's talking to other people, it's like, you know, she's kind of a hope crusher in a way. Like, it's all about, like, especially that flying guy in the camping episode is the best example I can come up with, but she's kind of like jaded in that it will be easier if you just stop pursuing this. Like, just stop. I know how this ends, and you're not going to like it. So just cut it off right now. You're putting yourself more in danger by following this thread of, like, using your powers or trying to, like, achieve something greater. So just come to school and, you know, follow a more normal path, and everything will be fine, and stop using your power. But, so that it does kind of track with it. What the fuck is meeting this singer that I've loved for years and that is a huge part of my life and a giant influence and that I really care about? Like, what's that gonna do for me? What's her going to taking her to go see my brother who is completely fucked and, like, you know, what's that gonna do? So he likes her music, so it was a huge influence. What's that actually going to do? And but she's just completely gave up the idea that any of this could be helped, and that anything other than what she sees is the way forward. I don't
know if it's like she's just given up, but it's like she's afraid to hope.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I don't believe any of this will work because I just don't believe it. It's like, I kind of believe, it's like, I want to believe it, but I've been burned so many times before by having some kind of hope that I just can't allow myself to get excited or to be hopeful about that.
Yeah.
Because that will just leave me worse off than before.
That's an important distinction, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's less like a feeling and more of a response to, like, a condition. A conditioned response, basically.
Yeah. Because I imagine, like, every time the doctors would be, like the good doctors at this place that they're at now, not, like, the evil scientists who fucked them up in the first place, but I imagine every time they were like, oh, we're gonna try this. And she would be like, oh, they're trying that. I really hope this works. And then every time, it just never works. It never works. It's always a false promise that something might happen. So, when she hears, like, even though Yu's trying to do something nice for her, she's just like, she, like, wants him to do it, but she doesn't want to have any part in it. Mm-hmm. Because if it goes wrong, then it will be like, once again, she wasted, or not wasted, but she thought something would work. And she tried for it, and it didn't work. And then it's like another failure on her part. Mm-hmm. Whereas if Yu was just able to go and do, like, she was just like, I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to, and thank you very much, but, like, I can't be a part of this.
Yeah. Yes. What the fuck was her deal? Was Sala's thing with bartering her eyes to God?
Yeah, that is...
So, what's her story, just to recap, was she became famous, or she tried to become famous, and it was, like, really rough because she started late, or, like, she was, like,
yeah, that was
failing.
A really rough scene.
So she was failing, and then she found success, and then it was shit because she had all these personal troubles and her brother, or her sibling, was kidnapped.
Well, she, like, flew too close to the sun with her, like, success of, like, she's so famous that now people are, attacking her family and kidnapping her brother because she's so rich that she can pay it off.
But then what happened? Then she was like, okay, this is too much, but then she couldn't walk away from it. Well, so she bartered her eyes to be a part of a shittier band that is, like, not as crazy. What?
Yeah, that was a weird story. I thought the whole, like, bartering her eyes thing was going to come after, like, she did that to gain success in the first place.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, not no. We don't know because we don't understand it.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, because she said the eye thing came after.
Well, yeah, after she found success, but, like, influence, like, what is that connected to? Like, how does the bartering my eyes? Okay, here we go. She's a big fan of YOLO. I'm curious about, like, how that is connected to the rest of the thing, because she says, like, of course we don't know, but, like, she specifically added that on as an asterisk to, like, the end, and not, like, in connection to any specific thing. I don't know. Obviously, it's kind of dumb. There's no point speculating on that to me, because there's... what the fuck? That doesn't have anything to do with anything that we've seen. But yeah, all the stuff at the beginning, like, it seemed like the first 10 minutes of the episode or so were all the Eucerine stuff, and they just added that in because the last episode was just a complete hellstorm. So they have all the magic charms, and then the whole music video that's just...
Yeah.
I think it would have been way more funny, like I said during the reaction, if we were more acquainted with, like, the idol phenomenon in Japan, because... I'm pretty sure they're, like, making fun of that whole thing. I don't know. I just saw that, and I'm like, this is clearly there's clearly something informing these jokes, and this is clearly a joke that's going right over our heads. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and review of Charlotte episode 8. Check out our Patreon. You can get a week ahead and see the next episode of this show and of Naruto and Demon Slayer and Konosuba. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. And thank you so much to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council: Zenge,
Rising 80,
John Ortega,
Nicholas Teo,
Aurora,
Iwan Polgar,
Lewis,
Yeet,
Gentleman,
Christian Ave,
Mozart Waddle,
Nelson Barbosa,
Jan Carlisle Vincent,
Kage Uzumaki,
Xavier Rhodes,
Chao Lao,
Brian,
Haruto Yuzuki,
Handicap Bankai. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.